Welcome to this explainer. If you've been tracking the AI development space lately, you know we are absolutely drowning in a sea of new coding agents. Open code, anti-gravity, Klein, new tools are popping up literally every single week. But here's the major roadblock we all keep hitting. Almost all of them want your credit card before you even know if they're worth your time. So today, we're going to walk through exactly how to install, run, and completely master FreeBuff. It's a zero-cost coding agent that promises to remove that barrier to entry entirely. Let's get right into it.
Okay, here's our roadmap for today. 1. The zero-cost agent. 2. Step-by-step terminal setup. 3. Targeting and commands. 4. Models and privacy. And 5. Who exactly is this for?
Section 1. The Zero-Cost Coding Agent.
To really understand why FreeBuff matters so much right now, we kind of have to look at the painful and honestly pretty expensive landscape of AI agents today. As our source puts it perfectly, before you even test if the thing is any good, you're already pulling out a card. Think about it. If you use Claude Code, you're tied to Anthropic's models, and you're paying for them. With Codex, you're deep inside the open AI ecosystem, paying there. Even a lot of the so-called open tools like Klein are free to download, sure, but they're basically empty shells until you plug in an API key. You're still paying a provider like OpenRouter to actually do the heavy lifting, which means you're forced to do mental math on token costs before you've written a single line of code.
And that brings us to the fundamental difference. FreeBuff removes that entire payment step. The models are already wired up and paid for on their backend. You don't pay a monthly subscription, you don't bring your own API key, and you don't have to mess with any complex provider configs. So what's the catch, right? Well, it's ad-supported. While the agent runs, it displays these small, unintrusive text ads right inside your terminal. And honestly, that's the whole deal. That's how they keep the entire thing running for free.
Moving on to Section 2. Step-by-step terminal setup.
Let's look at how all this translates into an incredibly frictionless installation experience, especially for new users. If you've been dreading some massive, complicated setup process, you are going to absolutely love this. Here is your step-by-step guide. First, just make sure you have Node.js installed on your machine. Because FreeBuff is an NPM package, it's going to work instantly across Mac, Linux, and Windows. No weird compatibility issues. Second, you literally just open your terminal and run npm install-g FreeBuff. That installs it globally on your system. Finally, whenever you're ready to work, just navigate into your specific project folder in the terminal, type the word FreeBuff, and hit Enter. That is it. The interface opens right up.
The really crucial takeaway here is that FreeBuff purposely went in the complete opposite direction of its competitors. So many tools today have devolved into these massive, sprawling settings menus where the actual coding agent feels like an afterthought. You have to learn about model routers, set up custom rule files, toggle endless modes. FreeBuff skips all of that. There are 0 configuration files to tweak. Once it opens, you just describe what you want in plain English, and it immediately starts reading your code and making changes. It just runs.
All right, Section 3. Targeting and terminal commands.
Now that we're physically in the terminal and the agent is running, let's talk about the specific commands that give you really precise granular control over your codebase. One of the absolute most powerful features you have is the @ symbol. Instead of giving the agent a vague prompt and just crossing your fingers that it blindly searches your directory and finds the right code, you use the @ symbol to point it exactly where you want it. So typing @index.js forces its attention squarely onto that one file. You can also use it to call on specific sub-agents. For example, if you want a particular part of the multi-agent system to take a look at your work, you just type @reviewer. It's super targeted.
Next up is the /bash command, and let me tell you, this is an absolute lifesaver for your workflow. Say you're chatting with the agent, and you suddenly realize, oh wait, I need to install a new package, or you just want to run a quick test script to see if the agent's code actually compiles. Instead of exiting the agent or opening up a totally separate terminal window, you simply type /bash, or even just an exclamation mark, followed by your normal terminal command. It executes it natively right there. It keeps your entire workflow completely seamless and contained inside the chat interface.
So, taking a look at these essential commands all together, we've covered file targeting and bash. But check out /history. This is huge. If you close your laptop for the night, you can use /history the very next day to pull up your old conversation and pick up exactly where you left off. No lost context. And the /init command is also fantastic. It automatically generates a starterknowledge.md file right in your project. That gives the agent permanent standing context about your project's architecture and rules, meaning you don't have to explain the basic setup every single time you start a new session.
Section 4. Models, privacy, and ads. To really master this tool, we need to slow down and unpack what's actually running under the hood here and what the real-world catches are.
See, FreeBuff is actually the free version of an open-source project called CodeBuff, and it doesn't just rely on one giant model trying to guess at your whole project. Instead, it uses a multi-agent setup that splits up tasks. It uses really fast models like Gemini 3.1 Flashlight just to quickly scan and find files. Then it reserves heavier, smarter models like DeepSeek V4 for the actual coding work. The team claims this specific setup scored a 61% on their internal benchmarks, beating Claude Code's 53%, and provides a 5 to 10 times speed up because that file finding step happens in seconds. You even have the option to connect your own ChatGPT account for heavy planning if you want to.
But listen up, because here is the most vital warning of this entire explanation. FreeBuff explicitly states that they do not train on your data, and they try their best to use providers with strict no-training policies. However, DeepSeek V4 Pro, which is their smartest main coding option, is the big exception. Its API collects data for training. If you just blindly click the strongest model without thinking, you could accidentally hand your hard work over to a training pipeline. You absolutely categorically must not use this specific model if you are working on private company code. Always read the label on the model you're selecting.
Now, aside from having to do a little extra privacy homework, there are a few other trade-offs you should know about. Obviously, the text ads are doing the heavy lifting to keep the lights on, which some folks might just dislike on principle. Also, depending on where you live in the world, you might find yourself restricted to a capped limited mode during times of really high traffic. And finally, you aren't getting access to absolute frontier models here. You won't be using Claude Opus or GPT-5 level reasoning natively for free. Which brings us to our final section, Section 5. Who is this for?
Let's synthesize all of this and look at exactly whose workflow this tool is truly designed to enhance. We've seen its impressive speed, and we've walked through its limitations. The ideal user profile here is pretty crystal clear. If you're a student just learning the ropes, a hobbyist hacking away on a weekend project, or a developer tossing together some quick scripts or a simple prototype, this is incredible. If you want a zero-friction, zero-cost start where you don't have to configure a single file or attach a billing method, honestly, this multi-agent setup is one of the best, most capable options available right now.
On the flip side, it's pretty clear this isn't going to replace paid tools for everyone. If you're a professional tackling massive, complex refactors or hunting down incredibly tricky bugs that require absolute top-tier reasoning, you're going to need a paid agent. And obviously, if you're working under strict enterprise data leak policies with private company code, you need a frontier model backed by a provider with ironclad, transparent, no training terms to make sure you're operating safely. So as you get ready to open up your terminal and try out those step-by-step commands we talked about, I want to leave you with this thought. Does the incredible speed and zero cost of FreeBuff match the scope of your next project? Or is the privacy and model trade-off just a little too high for your current code base? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and happy coding!